You said something about Davido.
Yes.
And we've had a very, very, very deep argument here.
Yeah.
I think Davido is talented as fuck. But a lot of people give him flack, right? Because just like you said, he came from a billionaire family and everything. A lot of people say, yo, when you have the money, things are going to be easier for you. You're going to get to the top and everything. I disagree with that. You get what I'm saying? Because, for example, when you see, okay, I'm going to use the Kardashian family now.
Yeah.
Right? Rob, he's the boy in the family.
Yeah.
He has the money to do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Yeah.
But still he can't. He's a bum. Right? No.
You think
straight up.
That's true though.
No, it's not. Bum.
Maybe he likes that
I
lifestyle,
don't believe that because you come from a rich family.
His PR is not good, but he's not a bum.
Bro, call it whatever you want to call it. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe that because you come from a rich family, things are gonna you gonna hit it. I don't think so.
First of all, Davido is one of the most incredibly gifted entertainers we have out of Africa. Davido is one of the most unique entertainers we have seen on the African continent. Unique in a variety of ways. Number one, his drive for success and hunger for the culture should not be at that level based on how comfortable
He is.
his lifestyle is.
That's my point.
That hunger.
It takes.
That's my point. How
All
work?
the Nigerians that I know, including myself, I could not look at a bank balance of near $1 billion.
And then still he doing all.
And wake up to work that
And
hard.
when ShopsyDoo says he wants to interview you, you still turn up, being excited and doing 20, 30 interviews.
That's mad.
That's one. Number two, when David came into the game, a lot of people forget that at that time we had so many options. Wiz was blowing up, Ice Prince was blowing up, more hits, and One Day Cole were going crazy. Everybody was going crazy.
Shout out to One Day though.
I grew up with voices like Orlando Owo in Nigeria where they were husky. I grew up with Bryan Adams. I grew up with Phil Collins. Husky voices that had soul and were able to translate songs in a completely different way to how Lionel Richie would translate or an R. Kelly would translate. Sting was one of the biggest artists when I was growing up. He came with that husky feel to his voice, but he was able to do exactly what everybody else was doing
100%.
in his own way. David came into the game with a husk to his voice. Plus, he also was a high life, even though he was doing Afrobeats, David was a little bit high life.
Yeah.
So if you listen to his songs, his Emma Dami Duro, those were high life influenced lyrics and records.
Yeah.
So his vocal ability suited that perfectly. Plus, he opened the door to the younger generation, understanding that there are different vocal ranges when it comes to making music. Now, put that aside. Let's talk about hit records, hit selections, and consistency.
For days.
The only artist in Africa that can stand eye to eye with David when it comes to dipping in the bag and pulling out those hit records will be Starboy Wizkid.
I thought you were gonna say Burna though. I thought you were gonna say Burna though.
Burna can, because he too has now had a catalog that there are so many songs in that catalog. We've got to be honest, Burna is an amazing, incredible artist that's at that level right now.
Yeah.
But over the last 2-3 years, 2018 is when he stepped into that level.
Yeah. He's the king now.
Wiz and David,
they've been around.
They've been in that level since 2012, bro. And let me shock you and remind you that none of them fell out of that level till today. Do you know what it takes?
The both of them just reminds me.
At that level for 10 years, and people say you don't have talent, yet you can do a 2-hour show with hit records back to back. David was the first entertainer bar P Square that picked up his bags from Kenya to Ivory Coast to Tanzania, Tanzania to South Africa, South Africa to Ghana. Concerts, collaborations, features, performances, promoting himself beyond his market.
That's
He was
crazy.
the first after P Square. Nobody else
Yeah, I
could have
think
done that. So when we celebrate Wiz for his greatness and Burna and Yemi and Tiwa and whatever, we have to clear
The road
seat
for
where
Davido.
David sits. with
No,
his own
of
throne.
course. Yeah.
Because of, do you know how many rich kids are in the game now? I don't want to mention them to you. You'll be shocked.
Yeah.
Do you know how many rich kids are in the game now? But they still
They
can
can't
never
break it, yeah.
sniff.
Yeah.
They can't sniff David's ankle. If it was the money, there are so many rich kids in Afrobeats right now. Some of them have even fell out.
But that's my point.
Yeah, some of them have gone with their money. They carry the money come and carry the money go.
See, that's my point though, because that was what I was
If
saying.
I mention names, you'll be stunned. You'll be big bags. I'm not talking just like
Little bags.
big bags, and that's because David also inspired a generation of comfortable
Kids.
young'uns that could tell their parents that, yo, I want to do this, even though they're coming from a rich background.
Yeah.
And that's through David as well. But he's kept it at that level consistently. Like, yo, people need to
Give me respect, man.
understand
No.
that, you
Every
know,
argument with David not being talented is
Bro,
I don't.
that's what I
agree.
always tell people. Like, me personally,
what is-
yeah.
if I
Yeah.
ask you a simple question, what is talent? What's talent to you? What would you say if I say a talented musician? What would be the first thing that comes to your mind? What would you identify as talent for a musician?
Someone that's kind of getting to a level where the music hits deep and it kind of, you can relate to it, hits you on an emotional level,
Okay.
something that you feel good about when you hear it.
Good. If I ask you, what's a talented musician? What would be the first thing that comes to your
I
mind?
would say a talented musician, right? It's someone who can go into a studio and create something, right? That whatever he or she creates will resonate with every person that actually listens to it.
If I go to you, my brother.
Yeah, so I'm saying same thing. It resonates with, but my own is resonate with me. So
Okay.
if you can, in your time, whatever you do, and then do something, and then I relate to it, then that
Do
is
you know that
talent.
there's something that we didn't mention? Nobody said great vocals or incredible lyrics.
Boom.
You see?
True,
Whereas
true.
The general public, when they're speaking about talent, the first thing that comes to their mind is, the vocals has to be la la la.
Yeah, exactly. Like he can't sing. He's always shouting.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, that's
why
not
it
that-
become.
yeah.
Whereas talent comes in exactly the ways you mentioned, being able to identify the perfect, records to deliver to an audience that they will accept. 1, 2, identifying the right people to work with you to create greatness. 3, being the face of the content that you're creating and people accept it based on how you deliver it to them.
Damn.
That's the different forms of talent. So there are great musicians that lack that
Yeah.
talent and will
Yeah,
fail
yeah.
every day
Of course,
of the week.
of course.
Because they can write great music and can
Sing
like a bird.
forever, yeah, but
still,
they're just not.
They're nowhere.
It doesn't
You're
come
nowhere.
together. Yeah.
You're nowhere.
Yeah.
To me, that's part of the reason why I rate him. Like, I know a lot of people give him flack, but I'm one of them people that it's not easy what he does.
No, it's
Waking up in the morning, knowing that your dad is rich, or knowing that you came from a rich home, and still say, you know what, I still want to go out there and earn my
yourself,
one.
yeah.
And doing my, bro, I rate that any day of the week, bro.
Davido, man.
Bro.
Leave Davido alone, I beg. Leave Davido.
Trust me, man. Like, listen, but, man, thank you so much, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you
for
so
having me,
much.
guys.
You coming down here to kick it with us and everything, we appreciate you, man.
Nah, man.
Thank you
You
for
know-
blessing
Nah,
us
it's
with
great
your
what you're
energy.
doing here.
Seriously, man.
That's I people like us wish that we had people like that could come in and just inspire us a little bit and just pass a little bit of the energy when we're doing
the
stuff.
knowledge and everything,
Yes.
man. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
This does a lot. So it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. Unfortunately, I couldn't drink, but
Nah. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Can you tell the viewers, obviously, about your show, where they can see you, where they can listen to you and everything?
So
bro?
yeah, man, I've got a podcast every single week. It's called Adesope Live, the official Afrobeats podcast. It breaks down the hottest topics in the culture. You can catch it on all platforms from YouTube to Apple, Spotify. Subscribe, like, share. And of course, if you're in the UK or Europe, you can catch us on Yanga TV every Saturday. That's 7:30 p.m. and Monday repeat at 7 p.m. Sky 186. FreeSat 17274. Check it out, Yanga TV.
That's what's up, man. Can you spell that? What he just said right now?
What should I say? What? I was writing it down, man. I was writing
There was a lot of information.
You guys a lot of
That would be hard.
You know, and also you can check out this podcast, FOTB Network on YouTube, or follow us on IG, Fresh Off the Boat Pod. Go on YouTube, subscribe, like it, leave a comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. Please tell your friends about us and everything. You know, at the end of the day, we are not here without you guys and all that, you know. So thank you so much to all the viewers and whatnot.